This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. So I've got a cool figure to show you guys tonight. This was kind of unexpected. I had to run inside Target today after work. And so of course I go by the toy aisle just sort of out of instinct. I really wasn't looking for anything. But I came across this new Spawn figure. I had this on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store. And Big Bad Toy Store, their advertisement says that it's supposed to come out in November. So it was just kind of a cool little surprise to see this. I am a sucker for Spawn figures. Have been since the very beginning of Spawn. So I, of course, picked this up. But when I got him home, well, it's just a lot of reuse is sort of how it feels. Anyway, he comes with a ton of weapons. I guess this is Spawn as he appears in the Call of Duty game. You must be able to pick him in that game, and so he probably uses all of these weapons in the game. I'm not a gamer. I don't know the first thing about Call of Duty other than it's a game. But apparently you can play as Spawn in that game. Let me get all these guns out of the way. I've never been a big fan of Spawn using guns. Spawn is like a necroplasmic, magic, undead monster in the service of Hell's army. Why would he need guns? Yes, I remember in the comic books, Simmons would, he was an assassin, and so he would use weapons from time to time so that he would not extinguish his magic abilities because he was only imbued with so much magic before he would have to return to hell once his magic gas tank was on empty. So to save magic fuel, he would use guns. But I've never been a big fan of that. I always thought that was a stupid idea, and I think it translates to stupid toys. But hey, it was a new Spawn figure, so I had to pick it up. Let's see. Well, okay, this is kind of odd. McFarlane has been doing a lot of soft goods capes lately, especially with all of his DC figures that he makes. Lots of fabric capes with wires in them so you can pose them, and that is a cool idea. But you would think that if you were going to give a cape to your flagship character, who is known far and wide for having a wild-ass looking cape, that you wouldn't give him this tiny little cape with this goofy looking collar. If you clicked on this video and you're watching this, then you guys know what Spawn looks like. You guys know how Spawn has that ginormous Dracula type collar and that giant billowing beautiful cape that goes on and on for forever. It's it's made of impossible proportions, but looks damn nice on the side of a building. Now, I could be full of shit because this is spawned from the video game, so maybe in the video game he sports a shorter cape. I don't know. I mean, probably. I wouldn't imagine a shooting game, you know, if a modern warfare game like Call of Duty, I wouldn't imagine a giant billowing cape. But, like I said, this is your flagship character, McFarlane. I like... Well, no, I don't. I was going to say I like the back of it, but there's a wire on each end that you can pose a little bit, but this collar is janky. It's not a good collar. It's made so you can take it off, which is probably the best idea. If you've seen some of my other Spawn videos, you know that I've utilized some third-party fabric capes for some of my Spawn figures. Beautiful, giant Spawn capes that have wires in them, and they're not like this. They are really nice looking. Or you could go the plastic vinyl route, and there's nothing wrong with a plastic cape if it looks good. And we've got tons of Spawn figures with beautiful looking plastic capes. And then, yeah, you can buy a third party great looking fabric cape. This is neither of those two. This is a wimpy, these skull buckles are cool, but the cape itself is pretty disappointing. I believe this is the same head sculpt as the throne Spawn, the Spawn that came with the garbage throne, and which was also used again for the Spawn Batman 2-pack. I want to say this is the same figure, except I believe this belt is different. These chains, I want to say these are different, and he does not have that goofy fucking boot that Spawn has a lot of the time. So he's got two actual feet. Two actual feet. So that's different. And I want to say that belt is different. And then he's got these little rubber bullets that you could take off, which I probably will take off. I'm going to give this guy a different cape and just have another cool Spawn for my this one will be on my desk at work. The Spawn that came in the throne, I got a beautiful fabric cape for that one, and then I had another one that I gave a custom vinyl cape to, and I gave another really cool cape to the Spawn that came in the Batman Spawn 2-pack. Yeah, I don't know. This is a cool figure. It's cool if you missed out on the Spawn from the Batman 2-pack or the Throne. It's basically the same figure. I'm trying not to shit on the figure. It's a nice Spawn. He's got some good articulation. It's a great face sculpt. The mask looks really good. I just don't really dig that cape. And yeah, that's about it. If you want to see how he stacks up, here is my custom painted Gene Stealer that I did the other day. That's a McFarlane toy. And who else do we have handy? We've got my action figure of the year so far. I don't think anybody's gonna beat this guy. Definitely not this Spawn with that cape. As the NECA Hammer Dracula as portrayed by Christopher Lee, who is just a little bit taller than Spawny Spawn. Beautiful cape, shit cape. No cape. If you guys want this Spawn, they had two of him at my Target, and they had two of, there's another Call of Duty Spawn figure, like he's dressed all up like Commando Spawn. Not so much this classic outfit, but more, you know, Commando Spawn with pockets and bullets and all kinds of shit that doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're a superhero, but whatever. Anyway, so my Target had 4 figures in total, 2 of each version, and I picked up this one. He's a cool figure, and he will be really cool when I get him a new cape. If you guys don't mind doing that yourselves, you know, putting in a little bit of work, this will end up being a really good looking Spawn figure. The body is really nice, sculpted really nice. It's a killer sculpt on that mask. It's really, really nice. The paint is nice. And he's got feet, which is pretty cool. Instead of having 1 foot and 1 ginormous boot thing. Yeah, if you're a Spawn fan, like I'm a Spawn fan, I recommend this one. And I'll have to do a video later after I get this guy a cape worthy of Todd McFarlane's creation. Good old Al Simmons, aka the Hellspawn. Alright, my friends, I'll be back with some more monsters very, very soon. Hang in there. I hope you guys are doing good. Go haunt your local Target and see what they've got. I'll be back very soon with some more monsters. As always, happy Halloween.